Quest Historian. Why did I say hello instead of hi? I don't do catchphrases anymore, apparently. Catchphrases are weird. Also, my camera is really zoomed in. But anyway, hello. We are playing King's Quest II Redux by AGD Interactive. It was released in 2001, and with me is the guy who actually wrote the fucking thing, my good friend Daniel Stacey. Hello, good evening.
Hello, and it was released in 2002. So there you go. That's
close.
Tone
You just told me 5 minutes ago. But yeah, so it was Daniel's first project as a game writer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, this was my first proper foray into adventure game design. Oh, look, it's some very fun graphical stuff that I've got to see lots of versions of in the development of. I
don't hear any audio from the game, do you?
AGDI, that's right. The original version was Tierra.
Yeah.
It said Tierra until Sierra told us that was too much like them.
Yes.
Or rather Activision, I should say.
Yeah, at Vivendi at the time. I do, in fact, have the original version 1.0, but from advice given to me by our mutual friend Brandon, who is in the chat. Hello, Brandon. He said I should play the best version first.
I don't want to shut you up or anything, but I particularly am proud of this sequence.
This is like a movie trailer in the movie itself.
Oh, it took so long to time this right.
I'm going to have to watch the VOD for that because I can't hear the game.
I made sure that Roberta Williams was first.
Yes, obviously. Yes. Obviously.
Yeah. I know all those people.
These, my eye instantly goes to the non-aligned text. Because I'm such a dickhead. Oh, hello.
No, I'm seeing your screen, and it's quite like it's large on the screen, so it's looking a lot blockier than I remember.
Right, I knocked the resolution up a bit, so I can actually see what's going on.
Like this is probably a game that you want to have less on the screen. You want to like shrink it down a bit.
No, it looks great. Now, problematically,
Your Majesty,
I am unable to hear the game right now, so I'll just let the intro run, and then I'll fix that.
Oh.
Are you able to raise your volume of your voice above them?
My apologies, Gervais.
Game audio's fine on stream, but I can't hear a fucking thing.
After all, I've been your security.
You know what I should do?
Minister for...
I'm just going to pause this thing right now.
I was going to say, because when they talk, I can't hear you very well.
Right.
So
that could be a
balance is a bit off.
Yeah. So there are several things I should do. Well, first of all, I think OBS is having a little... Shut up. I think OBS is having a little playtime with me here. There is a bug in OBS. I'm just going to entertain the chat with my woes here. There's a bug in AGS where you can monitor incoming audio, which is what I'm doing because I've got Daniel running through one audio device and the game running through another, and my mic is a third audio device, and they're all connected in some horrible Cronenbergian nightmare. But there's a fun bug in OBS where you have to go in and disable and then re-enable monitor because for some reason it just shits itself periodically. So let's try and turn the game back on and see.
Suggest.
I'm sorry, what?
What I was going to say, what you could suggest is you could just have the voices off, and then we can talk over it. But
we could do that. We could do that. Yeah. Is everyone okay with us not having... Brandon just had a meltdown.
Why did he have a meltdown? Why is he meltdowning?
Because I think he likes the voices.
Oh, Heresy. I do too. I genuinely do. But I also think... we're having a conversation.
Right. You know, is the game less horribly loud for you now?
For me,
Yeah, for you, because I'm turning it down in my Windows sound
bit
mixer.
bit more. I mean, I'm deaf, but you know.
Right. But so if I'm talking now, hello, I'm talking, and there's music right now. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can make you out.
Okay, I can
Not
turn
make
it down.
out with you.
What?
I can make you out, not make out with you. That's a different thing. Yes.
I've now turned it down very much.
Very good. I can deal with that.
Right.
I can
Cool.
cope.
Well, I forgot to press record on my end as well. I can't trust Twitch to archive the whole thing. Everyone wants the voices on. We'll keep the voices on. Right. I'll start recording.
Yeah, well, I can shut up and just watch and.
No, you can talk over it. I don't mind. All right. So here we go. The official introduction. AGDI presents
Which used to say Tierra.
a
Yeah,
fever
it is.
dream of King Graham's. I can't wait to see how you explain the myriad
this
of
bit was
psychotropic
actually-
nightmares he's...
I've got a feeling I was meant to put this. I've got a feeling I wrote this bit for a trailer or something,
Yeah.
and somehow it just ended up in the game. Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. It's a bit of a weird thing to sort of entice people into playing a game they've already spent time and effort downloading.
Really, but I really like it, so I'm glad it's there.
Also, I must commend you for the use of the Oxford comma.
The Oxford comma. Do you know? I have no concept of commas, and this is coming from a teacher. I don't really. I just use commas instinctively. I think if I feel I need to go there, then I will put one there.
I
You know,
do
if you
too.
if you need to breathe at that point, put the comma in.
Yes.
I think you can get a bit too carried away with comma rules.
Yeah, especially in
But
English. They
having
seem to
said
be
that, today I
optional.
taught a grammar lesson, so you know how would I know?
You teach young children, so I would imagine
I do.
it's more of a these are the sort of rules that we can all agree upon, whereas stuff like sentence diagrams and all of that junk.
Your Majesty.
Yeah, I remember a lot of my comment, a lot of the feedback in the beta testing for this game had a lot to do with my punctuation.
Graham can't remember the name of his own fucking prime minister?
After all, I've been your security and defender.
He's distracted.
For a short while.
Yes. Where did you say you were from again?
Just some small, insignificant land to the far
But
south.
Now that's I'm pretty damn sure that's Chris.
Do you have something to report?
I see Josh Mandel was still recording in his bathroom at the time of this game's release.
Josh Mandel, yes, you can hear that there's a different acoustic, in different places we've recorded in.
He's gotten a lot better.
Neighbor to return within the
I'm in this game. I'm in this game in a couple of places. I remember.
my liege.
Oh yeah? I can't
My
wait.
apologies again, Minister Gervain. Please continue.
Yes.
I love how you got Gerwain or Gerwain or whatever the hell his name is in
Yeah, I
the...
want. Yeah.
They've become a
Because he was in the manual, and when I did my King's
Yes,
Quest 2
that's what I was
video,
gonna
I was
say.
just like, who the hell is this, and where did he come from?
I saw him in the manual, and I went, okay, I've got to do something with this character, and yeah, so that's where that came from.
He's kind of a turd in the manual, at least I thought so, because he basically just rocks up to Graham one day and says, right, well, as the new king of a prosperous kingdom, you must be very bored. Have you considered procreating?
Yeah, but we're basically,
They were wrong
that's
to fetch him.
what you need to do. You've got to have your heirs,
For
and
today,
you've got
my
to have.
lord.
He's gonna...
Otherwise, the kingdom dies, or you get a war
Or
over
you-
who's going to be the next king.
You could just
Once again.
appoint Gerwain here. He
I'm
seems to
afraid that
be
my mind
on the
wanders much
case.
these days. I wonder if my predecessor experienced
What's that?
times like
I mean,
these.
you could just appoint Gerwain here. He seems to be on the case.
King Edward, the benevolent person.
I was just thinking this dialogue was very.
Married life.
There are 3 versions of it. There was a really long version, and then I cut it right back, and then I put some of it back again. So I still think it's a bit too long, but
The
I tried to find a middle ground.
Speaking of middle ground, that was a very coy way of saying, some of the rooms in the castle feel a bit empty, and your bedchamber is like, go get some pussy. Go get pussy.
There are no children running around. There were no children running around.
No.
That's right.
What I really found a bit offensive about the original game was that it's basically he's off to find a wife so he can have a child. So it's basically if any functioning uterus will do, but Graham has lofty standards, so none of his loyal subjects will do. In fact, in the manual, he holds a 2-day party where he just goes around and goes, you're ugly, and you're ugly. And then the magic mirror just goes, hey, have you considered imprisoned women?
Yeah. Now, this is from the original game, the mirror. He's sitting there on his own, and he sees the mirror and whatever. So I'm sort of like augmenting this part of the story.
The minister's words seem to echo in your head, if you pause to reflect for but a moment. Not that you've been doing much else lately. For many weeks now, you've been
Ooh, your narrator talks directly to him.
I should point out that I am really trying hard here to emulate Jane Jensen.
I saw
really trying hard.
Changing. As you watch, you begin to see a series of images.
I saw the. You had a chuckle, and you had it in those single brackets things, which is something Jane Jensen also does.
But I always had King's Quest VI in my head during this, and I was trying to get to that point. I guess this is interesting.
Well,
let's just say it's interesting.
This reminds me a bit of those children's YouTube videos that my son likes to watch. In a minute, there's going to be like the numbers 1 through 9 are going to jump out and announce themselves.
I recommend you some that are going to drive you nuts.
Yeah, I already know Bob the Train, and he can bob right the fuck off. Brandon is being very nice to you. For a fan game in 2002.
I'm going to say Tom's music in this, not Brandon. Tom's music in this is just beautiful. The whole way through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. There's just something disproportionate about her, and so I can't put my finger on it.
Don't be judgmental.
I won't. I cannot wait to see how you justify some of the bizarre story choices in the especially when you get to the magic door that just appears out of nowhere.
I'll give you a reason to cover all bases, and because I wanted to. There you go. That's my answer.
As a prisoner in that tower.
Why is King Graham into imprisoned women, and was Gawain watching this entire time?
Well, the answer to that is actually at the end of the story.
All right, cool.
Ready for transport, Gervain.
So I did know what I was doing when I wrote this bit.
Where shall I tell the captain you'll be heading?
Gawain is just not even making eye contact. He's just going, I see you found what you're looking for, sir. My eyes are up here, Gawain. Yes, I know, and so is your dick.
Do I assume you've played this before? Do you know the general where I've gone with this story or not?
No, I have never. Now, see, this is something. I've now played the original, and I dislike it for a lot of reasons. Some comical.
And this bit here, it was ridiculous. I thought that a king would go off to a foreign land by himself and not have a sword. So I just really wanted him to have a sword. I just thought he just needs a weapon. I don't mean him to hack and slash stuff, but I just felt he needed some way of defending himself. Then we get a cutscene from the introduction. A cutscene from a cutscene. Anyway.
Oh, we got motivation from.
Look, a black cloak at the end, at the back of the cave.
Oh, yes.
Sister Agatha.
Hello.
How may I be of service?
An opportunity has arisen, sister. I trust you still have your captive held securely away.
Of course.
Nice bit of lip syncing.
Keeping her locked away like that.
Yeah, this was the first scene I saw where Chris's programming and Tom's music and Brittany's art and my writing all came together. And I just thought, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
That all our stuff goes together in one scene. And I thought this is what I remember really about this whole game.
You devil.
That is not an unfair description.
Well then, try not to give yourself away, Mr. Lucifer.
That you shall be departing for Kalima presently. On a quest.
You really love the word presently, don't you?
What kind?
Yeah, well, so did...
That involves sticking his neck out.
Oh, what was the other one?
Distress.
I know Philip K. Dick really loved it.
Quite simply, my dear.
Beatrix Potter loved the word presently.
It's
A
a
lot
good
more
word.
than I did.
Oh, that is nice. So, no, I have not played this before, and I've been meaning to for close to 2 decades now.
Yes. Next year will be our 20th anniversary.
Yes,
Day's journey into Daventry has found
precisely
Oh my God, I feel
because.
old.
Precisely because I've never, I had never played the original, and I wanted to before I played.
Before you click, that symbol on the sails
Yeah.
was adapted from the King's Quest VI image on the sails that Alexander he goes on a ship and goes somewhere.
Yes.
So that was it's a consistency there.
I recognize it, and that is King's Quest VI. So many questions. So, am I to assume that
I
this
love
is the
King's Quest VI. It is my favorite of the whole lot, and it's largely due to James Jensen. Not James. She hasn't had an operation. Jane Jensen. Yes.
I would concur. It is the least shit of all the King's Quest games. So, having played the original and found it lacking and weird and a bit offensive, really, I'm very curious to see how you, one of my dearest and closest and oldest friends, would take something as egregiously shite as King's Quest 2 and actually make something coherent out of it, because I've heard nothing but good things about what you did to
I
this.
want to know. I think there's a conversational topic there. What did you find offensive about the original?
I found it offensive that it was basically a king goes off to find a wife so he can impregnate her, and it's just a male power fantasy bullshit that I find.
Do you understand? Have you heard of the story of King Henry VIII?
Well, he was a bit of a shit too, wasn't he?
there is
Yeah, but King Henry murdered like 7 or 8 of his wives, didn't he?
No. He did not. He killed 2. He only killed 2 of them.
He only killed
So
2.
he's
Okay.
fine.
Right. All right. But he had like a shitload of them.
He had 6.
He had 6. Not
And 2 of them actually survived. So yeah, there you go.
What a track record! What a lovely person. So comparing.
I don't think he knew himself very well. Yeah. So this is. So I'm going to say, the Church of Kalima, which I call Colima, but apparently it's Kalima. I didn't know that.
The other thing sounds like a disease.
Hours from dusk to dawn.
Yeah, I get it.
Gee, which movie did I get that from?
I couldn't tell you. What? Also, you've already improved one of the oddest and weirdest and stupidest puzzles of the
You can
original.
go in that door, I think.
Yeah, Granny's
I
house.
don't know.
See, in the original, there's like a 50-50 chance that Granny is a wolf.
but find it.
Oh,
You think you can hear the
yes. And I thought, well, I'm going to do something with that.
Yeah.
Because so you've already got that wolf concept, so I wanted to build the wolf idea.
There are so many questions about Granny and her. Also, the thing I love is in the original, you find the basket of goodies that Little Red Riding Hood has lost. Why is she running around the fucking forest if she's already delivered it? Is she as high as Graham is?
So there's lots of little things. There's lots of elements in there, and I was just trying to tie them all together, basically. I think is that yellow thing anything, or is that just Yeah, I definitely recommend just saving
Yeah,
as you go.
I would
you
imagine
you know the drill.
there are random
get that.
encounters in King's Quest games, and I would imagine you did. Oh, that's
The
beautiful.
3 gold. I remember this.
You baited me into that, didn't you?
Yeah.
The little turd.
There is a dwarf that randomly, you know the dwarf
Yeah.
in the original game.
Yeah. Is he gonna cut a bitch? He's gonna cut a bitch.
Now, when he said "Oh, marvelous, what a catch," that's an Australian reference. So if you don't know it, I don't care.
He just murdered me. Why would he do that?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that again.
I'll try not to. Although that's his cottage up here, right? And if he swipes any of your shit,
so I don't think you can get in right at the moment. But like, if you've got a walk through, that would be handy because I don't.
I remember the original, and I would imagine that any additions you've
I went out of my way to change things up.
Yeah, but I would
I did that again with now in the original, that game, that bridge, you could only pass a certain number of times.
Yes.
Which means you could.
Oh
yeah, you don't fall off.
You can fucking dead end yourself.
So, yeah. Now can I just say before you go any further?
Mm-hmm.
In the original, as you remember, there was a door.
Yes.
Literally a door.
The magic door that just appears out of nowhere.
Right at the very end of the of our production, I came up with a lyrics for a song that this door thing would sing, but it never got in. But I still remember the damn thing, which is really sad.
So hang on. You remember a song you wrote for a door?
A song that never got in there.
Not the walkthrough for the damn game.
I wanted the door to sing a song, right? But the tune you hear with him, I just remembered it, and it's gonna trigger that memory. But I won't sing it. I might, but I probably won't. Yeah.
My apologies for clicking away. I'm reading the chat here on the side. Apologies for clicking away from the death messages. I figured I'd have to sort of speed through the game a bit, otherwise we'll be here forever. And we do have to. I have to go pick up my son in 2 hours, so we'll have to at least make some kind of progress in that time.
Oddly, the short path runs up to the...
Where's the damn door? You changed the location of the door, didn't you?
No, I didn't. The door is exact. Can you see how like the rock looks like two arms?
Well, yeah. It's
So
giving me a...
walk in. So.
Oh, you just have to walk in there.
So interact with that vague face thing. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the rock thing is the... Oh, hello.
I wasn't happy with just a door. I wanted a rock that turned into a door.
It is silent, however.
Well, it kind of reminds me of the gate in King's Quest VI, in one of the few absolutely awesome parts of a King's Quest game where you literally walk up to death and go,
I would have been very
suck.
heavily influenced by King's Quest VI. So I won't deny that.
No, perish the thought. Hello.
Greetings. I am King Graham of Daventry.
You need to kick the crowd. Oh, Neverclink. Nope. We shall not reference the shittiest puzzle in all of LucasArts history. No, wait, that was the every part of the dig. But second shittiest.
More than a little foolish. Surely a door, even one with a face.
By the way, the narrator. This is the same narrator as in the first. Holy shit! It's fantastic. Is what I wanted to say. Well, how the hell did what's-her-face Valinus get through then? If you can only be open once.
Explained in the ending.
Cool. Perform a task.
I thought of that.
A task will balloon into several odd. This is new. This is new. Okay, so instead of keys, we've got gems. I would imagine that 3 gems. You and your fucking rhymes.
You. A lot of effort into this.
Fuck, if I wanted a poetry reading, I'd not play adventure games. You know
I
what this
really
needs?
wish you could see. I really wish you could see me right now.
You know what this needs? Beatboxing. Poetry slam adventure games.
Cloaks.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about this cloak thing. I did notice, because my Discord tries to stay spoiler free, but sometimes they just won't shut up. So all this stuff about the black cloak that was
quite
mentioned.
obsessed with trying to link this game into the whole broader narrative. So I was quite adamant about tying in what was it called? The Black Cloak Society. That's
Yes,
what it was.
something that was mentioned briefly in King's Quest VI and then completely abandoned.
Very briefly, and it's completely missable.
Yes, and
Bit.
I
Ooh,
really
that looks-
you piece of shit.
Well done.
Discovered the gravity of your situation.
That means we have to sit through all of this shit with the door again.
Look, I'm not going
I'm
to teach you how
skipping
to
it this
save.
time. Yes, I will save. I will also be skipping all of this now.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't be offended.
Right.
If you die again, I'm going to sing the song that goes with the tune.
I am King Graham. Okay?
I can't skip this.
You by any chance?
Escape doesn't do
That's
anything.
not my fault. That's not
Chris,
my fault.
You can.
No, it's not.
Erpy80 says, I believe you can skip with escape. Either that or my keyboard's not plugged in, but
Escape.
does nothing.
Understand.
Space does nothing. Now, I know AGS, you can either skip with the... You can set a function in AGS that says, what would you like to
I
skip
know
the
what it is.
cutscenes with?
There were sequences that in this game, I remember, that we were timing the voices to the music. So that there were certain sequences where you had to have, so it would run, the music would run in time.
Yes.
And certainly like in the throne room scenes, in particular, they had to run. The music had to run in time with the voices. So that was a big headache.
I would imagine yes, because controlling the speed at which AGS runs its game time and all of that is not consistent across different computers. Not totally consistent anyway. So the fact that you actually had timed sequences is really impressive. What Chris could have done, because there's a command in AGS that says start cutscene and end cutscene. So at the beginning of the script you put start cutscene, and at the end of the scene you put end cutscene, and you can put in what would you like to skip this with? Escape, right mouse button, any click, whatever, and it'll just basically skip all of the stuff in between. All the script in between. He could have done that.
But did that exist in 2001 too?
I would imagine so. Actually, yeah. I don't know about that. Anyway, that was lovely. Right, gems. Also,
save your game for God's sake.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, so.
Yeah, you actually have to be careful as you're crossing that bridge. Oh, look, there's something.
The paper is torn and dirty. It looks like a flyer of
Oh, by the way, Trolls, I think,
out the torn and tattered paper and read.
Yeah, no, I'll talk to you later about the next time we can do this.
To the town
all right.
do come. Awaiting, I am.
Right, so the antiquarian in this game is apparently Yoda. Cool. There's
Sort of. It's. I won't say yet.
I have questions.
In every game I've done so far, I've tried to put some sort of Australiana into the. You go to the town, into the game.
Well, hang on.
And
always check logs. I don't want to move. I don't want to look inside it. There's treasure everywhere in
you're
King's Quest games
not
for
gonna get
no
to
reason.
look inside it, so get over it.
I love the fact that I clicked up there and went, oh, okay, the path is winding. I see. It looked like he was about to head north, and then he just went, no, hell, I'm in charge, and then fuck off east.
There's a sizable hole.
Lovely. That is indeed our quest.
The
So
pine tree. You see a mallet lying there.
I am pretty sure that was from the original. I'm not
it
sure.
is very
I can't
much.
remember.
Yes, this is the Let's Kill Dracula mallet, which where there's a
Yes.
fucking mallet, and there's a steak somewhere as well. Not the
But I've
edible
got a
kind.
feeling that mallet is used for something else because it's not used to kill.
It is likely that
Caldura.
this haystack was piled here by farmers from the town.
Always search haystacks. Maybe some.
Oh, this is
singing
me.
ants.
I'm in the haystack.
Hey,
That's me.
What? Who said that?
I did.
Huh?
I'm down here in the hay.
Yes, I recognize you, even with the pitched up voice.
My name is.
It's not pitched up. That is me going, hey, my
Oh,
name
really?
is, yeah.
I can't seem to remember.
I can't seem to remember.
You can put on an American accent too.
What are you?
Yeah,
An ant.
I do that.
Oh, I'm
Yes?
Can't seem to remember that either.
Well, what do you
Can't seem to remember that either.
That's easy. I was looking for.
No, the King Antony's from King's Quest V. Oh my
You
god.
can't remember.
Why did they have a song?
What? What are you talking about?
In King's Quest V, you save an anthill, and then you come across a haystack, and then when you piss through it, the ants come charging in and retrieve a golden hairpin or whatever the fuck, but they sing while they do it.
I don't do that.
Pardon me for saying, but you sound as if you have a bit of a cold.
Yes. It's all this hay. It's giving me hay fever.
Why the fuck are you in the
Don't
hay then?
sh- That's the silliness. You just got to embrace the silliness.
Oh yes, the characteristic silliness of the King's Quest games. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, shut up.
I love how the King's Quest K was over the town. That's
See
very
a man
Yes. Yes.
He appears to be
Very
trying
cute.
to retrieve something from it.
exposition.
Aha! Got him.
Yeah. Now this is my Australiana. That guy. He's got a con artist basically.
And his horse is none too kind either.
Merchant?
A visitor arrived new, no?
Racially insensitive. Yes.
Need you have for my wares of great specialty?
What wares do you sell, good merchant?
For yourself, behold them.
You look over the merchant's wares.
For
of
grammar,
great
please see
specialty
other
and
person.
Quickly reevaluate them as junk.
Now there's the snark I was expecting.
Well,
Hello.
A
I am the snark. Hello.
An item or two provoke interest, I might.
a daunting task. Rather, by all means.
This I have.
Why is he like his
Why
vocabulary
what?
is excellent, but his sense of grammar is just backwards.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. There is actually a reason. I do have a logic behind it.
He's drunk.
Fascinating. Where did you find such a thing?
Oh, old it is.
Because he's bullshitting.
Ancient times. Valuable, without question. Royal property for.
All right, so if I stab him, he's just gonna. Oh, my heart! Oh, wait, my accent slipped.
Then you begin wondering which beach he found it on.
Oh, did he? Oh, wait, hang on. I want your shit. This is probably like King. Don't burst into song. I fucking. King
Don't
Triton's
worry, no one
Trident.
burst into song. If anyone's gonna burst into song, it's gonna be me.
Trifle would you expend 7 golds?
I fear that I did not bring any money.
Curiosity, I find, in one who travels but with nothing to buy.
That is a very good point. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's fist the horse.
The horse
You can see I knew what people were thinking.
I'll have his pumpkin. Oh, you fucker.
through the windows, you can barely make out.
Oh, you can talk to the pumpkin.
Oh, cool.
You say a few words to the small pumpkin.
Oh, wait. Oh, good fucking lord.
Sorry.
There's an Easter egg. I was looking for screenshots of this game, and I came across Sierra Chest, and they had a list of Easter eggs, and one of them was if you use the mallet on this.
The baby pumpkin wants nothing more.
Aw, okay, so it's not that. Apparently, you can.
I know. Yes.
You're not into smashing pumpkins.
I know what you're talking about. Or it's a hammer or something, and is it to do with smashing pumpkins?
Yes, that's the one.
And your audience won't have any idea what we're talking about, but it's to do with a CD you sent me.
Yes, I sent you a lovely little compact disc, mixtape of sorts, way back in the day, which had a bunch of music on it.
And so I decided to put a reference to that in there.
Oh, that is lovely. For those of you who, well, everyone.
Just on the very slim chance that you might be playing it in 2021.
Simple quill. Yes. A rather plump and.
Does her eyes glow? Is she a genie? Oh, she's wearing glasses.
Actually, I'm pretty sure this was Brittany's voice.
I was hoping to enrich my knowledge of this fair land by way of perusing your historical.
All right, we've just gotten started. We're 11 points into the game, and we just want to read some dialogue.
Not terribly effective, though.
Oh, there's that snark again.
Yeah. Hello.
Pardon me.
Perhaps I was not clear. I want to read a fucking book.
Then may I?
That was much snarkier back in those days.
Why can't I?
You are not
I've mellowed.
Well then, can I become a member?
No.
No.
Deep Entertains in the chat says, yesterday I heard that having CDs is considered retro now.
Why
Awesome.
can I
So
not
it's
become
just come full circle. In
Again,
Too many members.
10 years from
again,
now, we'll
I'm
have 8
glad no one
tracks.
can see my image right now.
Two.
Do I just keep clicking her forever?
Inquire, who are your 2 members?
You may not. Neither the Count of Kalima nor the elderly
Oh,
gentleman
you.
in the store will approve of my divulging that information to you.
Oh, gee, that sounds like a clue, doesn't it?
Oh, that's a bit of a hammer to the face kind of clue. Gentleman next door. All right.
Kalima is a member.
Yes.
Have you seen him recently?
The librarian looks at you strangely.
No.
I suppose the Count is, in fact, good old Mr. Dracula or whatever acronym he goes by.
He's a bit undead, yeah.
Die? What? Did you just tell us to fucking die?
Die to meet the Count?
Depends.
On what?
If he's
Your
thirsty.
importance.
Oh.
And if I am important?
Then you might be fortunate enough to be buried on his
Okay, this conversation got a bit morbid. I think I'll just be leaving now.
No, before you do, come back. I have a memory of spending time writing the books. So you can bloody well have a look at them.
Revealing the truth about seeing unicorns and something about oneself in the process. Future's history.
Oh, there we
the
go.
true Story of
There we go.
12.
Yes.
Gullible's Travels.
Oh, that's cute.
A guide to bush ranging. Safety tips on robbery while wearing a metal box on your head.
Australiana.
Of relativity and other half-baked crackpot ideas. Arrival of the Ancients.
Wow, just
Where
laying it in with the
origins of
physicist
this
there.
world. That's
The Ancients.
title. Chronicling
The Ancients was part of my lore that I added to King's Quest.
a compelling story when your lead character sounds like an airhead.
Yes.
Okay, I'm very sorry for anyone who likes The Longest Journey.
No,
I
that
really liked the more recent ones that they've done, but the original was a chore.
I actually liked the original one and tried playing the second one.
I did like the original, but it doesn't run very well on my computer. So
Scumvium just recently supported it, actually, so you can play it in that. But anyway, Next Door Neighbor.
yes, Next Door Neighbor.
You notice a tiny corner of something poking out slightly from beneath it.
Which you
Pixel Hunter.
can't see for some reason.
With your fingers, but you cannot manage to get a grasp.
Oh, that sounds like an adventure game puzzle, doesn't it?
Right, we will.
And I'm sorry,
slip
yeah.
sword under it.
Brandishing your sword might make you appear an
What?
accomplished fighter.
Stop it.
Don't do it on him.
That
Yeah,
no one is watching.
just watch that dot.
The door and
Yeah.
draw out what appears to be.
I am watching dots. Lovely.
So for the most part, I tried to make the sword be a an inventory item that you could use, not to kill something, but
Right.
for something you could use intelligently.
Which I know is probably not a conscious reference to, but it reminds me a lot of Beneath the Steel Sky, where you're carrying the first inventory item you get is this metal rung, this metal pipe that is
Right.
basically used to solve like 50% of all puzzles in the game.
It is a
Hey, by the way, is Beyond the Steel Sky worth a play?
No.
Okay. Good.
No,
Thank you for that.
No, yes, it is a very lovely and well polished game, and it offended me greatly.
My headphones just came out.
Cool.
Right, there we go.
You open the letter and read it.
You,
Dear applicant,
Graham just committed
the
mail
library
fraud.
membership card to which you are now entitled. The 5-year application process has concluded, and we are pleased.
He's a tourist.
Why would he steal someone else's mail? No, Beyond the Steel Sky is a very lovely game, well presented, lovely story, and all of that stuff. It does kind of shit all over its predecessor, which is a big no-no in my book. Because
the predecessor I have played in when I visited you back in '99. So I don't have a very strong recollection of that particular game.
It is absolutely my favorite game of all time. Space Quest is my favorite series. Beneath the Steel Sky is my favorite game.
I have a stronger recollection of Harvester.
Well, Harvester does leave a bit of an impression in your mind. I'm off to find a pencil.
It certainly does.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Does.
Why am I off to find a pencil if there's a freaking quill right here?
What are you doing?
No, don't.
No, hang on. Listen. Watch her. She's gonna turn away.
All right.
It's a timing puzzle.
Oh, you rat bastard!
And you're welcome that I came up with that.
Wow.
I don't know. There you go.
Grab the quill while
That's
and sign your name on the
There's a special place in hell reserved for people who make these kind of puzzles.
Librarian notices
Again, I'm glad you can't see me right now.
You're flipping me off, aren't you?
Do you know what? I know you can. I know you're a developer of sorts of adventure games. So you know what it's like.
Yes. Sometimes you just have to work backwards.
You try to create different types of puzzles so they're not all repetitious and all the same sort of things. So yeah.
You would not know where to start.
Oh wait, I'm a member now.
Yes.
Could you recommend a good book?
Sometimes Graham just blunders into... Where'd she go? Sometimes he just blunders into situation and just gets very easily distracted. This was my main problem with King's Quest V, was that he's on a quest of the utmost importance to save his family from this evil sorcerer who's about to kill them, but then he also sort of...
Grim! Look out!
Wanders into forests and wanders into deserts and just generally piddles around with ice monsters for no good goddamn reason.
You know how adventure games work. You got to explore and crap.
A look at sentient aquatic life.
This is Trident.
You notice an interesting excerpt.
Come on.
Way below your league. I hope you appreciate it. Do you want me to do this one?
Yes, please.
Wish to explore the sea? Good luck! Even the most accomplished swimmers cannot swim very far before they tire or are pulled underwater by the currents. Even with a ship, it is different. Okay, try that again. Even with a ship, it is difficult to properly explore beneath the surface without some means of breathing underwater. Hint, hint. Truly, only the mer people have ever been known to offer aid in this regard. Though the relationship between land dwellers and their marine counterparts has been somewhat strained over the years, it is said that the mer people, in particular their leader King Atune, can appraise an individual quite accurately.
Oh shit.
In fact, they seem to possess natural ability to sense whether a person intends hostility towards them or not. Fortunately for the would-be adventurer to their underwater kingdom, they are peaceful people, not prone to unwarranted acts of violence I can't read tonight. The mer people's nature is in sharp contrast to that of their neighbours, the Sharkies, and if you don't like that name, we'll stuff you, who live in seclusion in the deeper, darker waters of the ocean. Little is known about them except that they are fearsome to be honest. They do not take kindly to visitors. They are rumored to be excessively xenophobic, and hence have avoided contact with the most of the outside world. It can be assumed that trespassers into their territory would be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
A round of applause for Sir David Attenborough in the fucking voice chat.
Yeah, I was angling towards the end, yes.
Angling, because we're doing sea things. Puns. I will have your ass for this.
Shit.
Yes, Lucy says I'm getting Monkey Island 2 vibes from this. Me too. That's not a bad thing, obviously.
Good. I will take that. I will take that as a compliment. Good.
All right. Also, the hint obviously is don't brandish your sword, not your short. I don't know what that is, but don't brandish your sword underwater because they might see you as a threat. And also, the most fearsome of sea creatures have the silliest of names.
There's something in the water. I can't remember what it is.
Oh yeah, he was
I
trying
just remember there's something in the fountain.
He was trying to fish something out, wasn't he?
Crystal clear water.
But he did?
A tall statue of a man stands.
I can't remember. There was a puzzle around that. I can't remember what it was.
The statue is.
Ah, Caldor. Yes, lovely anagram. Not yet, says Brandon. All right.
So they're very nice. Oh, thanks, Brandon. Someone knows what's going on because I haven't played this for bloody years.
Brandon has memorized it apparently.
Cheers, mate.
Excessively verbose hints in libraries notwithstanding, I think I shall explore the countryside a bit before I toss myself in the drink.
I think anyone who's messaging you and telling you what to do, just go with what they're saying, and I'm just going to comment on whatever you do.
Erpy80 just says you already passed what you needed and then died. So that's good.
Erpy? Erpy?
Erpy. ERPY 80.
Yeah. As in from Holland?
I don't know. It's an anagram of pyre. Maybe he's on fire.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Weirwood forest, trees and thick.
Weirwood forest. You know what?
By the way,
I
I realize now and have realized for a number of years that I have actually spelled that incorrectly. So you don't have to mention it.
I just thought it was a
juicy looking lemon from.
I had a problem at the time of remembering how to spell weird.
Weirwood forest. To the west lies.
But that would have.
Actually, I think I decided to spell it atypically. Like weird is WEI. I decided to spell it differently. Yeah.
I would assume it was to not make it as obvious that what you were going for is that the forest is very strange.
Now this is something from the original game.
Yes.
Like you just random crap that you'd find in the logs, but I think I found a way to use it somehow. I don't remember how though.
There's a patch of shit here. Flour? No. We need a basket of goodies to. Well, at least in the original game, we need a basket of some shite to give to the merwood.
I do like the fact that that they use the original. They used basically the original animation from King's Quest V.
For Graham.
For Graham in this.
Yeah.
So between that and Josh Mandel's voice,
very authentic.
Save.
Yeah, does she fuck off in this version after you?
I don't think so. I wasn't.
It quickly becomes
right. So
you need something to show her. I think it's the shell. I've got a feeling it's a shell. I'm not sure.
A shell in the original.
She'll stay there. She'll stay there.
Right, cool. Because in the original.
Towards the mermaid.
Shite. Well, fine. I'll
leave
then.
She'll stay there.
Yeah, she'd better.
I do seem to remember that I wasn't that mean.
Let me think. Okay, so in the original, you give the basket of goodies to Little Red Riding Hood. She gives you a flower. You give the flower to the mermaid, and off she scoots on a seahorse.
Yeah. So in this game, I was quite happy to shift things around and.
The chat is giving me a hint that says you need to deal with the merchant to get the. Okay, so.
But yeah, the people in the chat will know more than I do because I can't remember.
Beautiful blue lake.
I've had 3 kids. I can't remember anything.
And not a terrible.
What the fuck? Right as you said that. Yeah, I have 3 kids, and there's a baby bird. It's fucking disgusting.
You should stand in the water.
I am not stealing the baby bird. I know that's what you want me to do. I'm not doing it. I'm going back into town. I'm going to buy whatever the hell that merchant wanted or had. I'm going to buy whatever he had with the fabulous treasure I just found lying around in a log somewhere.
Maybe that's right. Okay. Is that what you're getting in the chat? Because I don't see your chat.
No, the chat just said you need to deal with the merchant to get the item for the mermaid.
Okay.
Oh, RP80 was on the Tierra team back in the day, says Brandon. Awesome.
Is Erpy Dutch?
We shall have to wait for his response. There's a bit of a lag because I'm streaming to 2 platforms, so there's like a 20 to 30 seconds lag. He says yes. Or he or she,
yes.
actually.
I know much about you, Erpy.
This sounds like we took a Steam once and it got weird story.
I was being friendly.
You can't use that.
We've chatted.
Urgent. Does this interest you?
Thanking you, but no.
John Nepper, hello in the chat. Yes, days are going good for me. What did he just tell me to do? He just told me to fuck off, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Shell comb?
Oh, a shell comb. Oh, all right.
Oh,
Fancy only at 1. He wants pearls. All right, cool. I'll find you some pearls.
right. Yeah. I knew there was a shell involved in something.
The door is locked. The sun's position.
All right. Okay, we're off to find pearls.
You're not into reading things, are you? But
I read faster than the narrator. I'll refrain from skipping when something important
No,
happens.
it's fine. It's fine. If you can read it, that's fine. I'm not a fast reader. Not anymore. Not anymore. I've slowed down in my old age. Yes.
Oh, which reminds me, by the way, so what I'm actually doing, the reason why we're playing this is because, as you know, I've been making these videos, these video retrospect. Holy shit, video retrospectives on King's Quest.
I loved writing for this bit. Chris did not want to put a church in this game because there was a church in the original game, and I said, no, we've got to have it in here.
Church's roof.
It's a very...
But I decided to repurpose the church. I
looks,
really wanted to repurpose the church.
It looks really sort of like darkness of the forest around it, and the lighting. It looks like it's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a bit of two minds about whether I should have had the crucifix there because I'm not sure I had a bit of an issue with it being a Christian church, like in a
fantasy, yeah.
In a fantasy land, I didn't feel that gelled, but somehow. Then again, C.S. Lewis decided to have Santa Claus in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and decided that was okay. So you know,
Santa Claus / Jesus, or Aslan is
Aslan was Jesus. Yes.
Yeah, that's.
At least in the first book, he decided, second book, whatever it was, decided that it was going to be analogous, and then and as he went along, it was like a very thinly disguised analogy. Yeah.
This reminds. Okay, now I was telling you. So what my plan with all this footage that I'm recording right now is to do a retrospective video in the same style that I've done with all the King's Quest games about this one.
Yes.
But because you and I are old friends, and I respect and admire you very much, and would in fact like to have a steam with you, I shall do you the courtesy.
There is a bot coming, isn't there?
I'll do you the courtesy of showing you the script that I will write for that video before I actually record it. So if I get...
That's very kind, Troll. Thank you.
Flowers.
For several reasons. Obviously, I'm going to have a bit of fun at this game's expense, even though you've invested a lot of time and precious energy into it.
You look under the log and discover a cloud.
I've moved on. The shell. I think you can interact with that shell if you go into the inventory.
Right. There's a ring in it or some. There's a pearl. All right, cool. Pearl. I do believe.
I think also you can interact with the sword. By the way,
does it talk? Does it sing?
You feel the weight of your ancient weapon.
Oh, that is a lengthy description. Oh my god. He is masturbating the sword. He is cuddling it. He's taking it to dinner and calling it in the morning. Why is there so much text from just touching the sword?
So there is a pearl on the end of the sword.
Nothing happened.
Oh, sorry, not a pearl. There's a gem. There's a diamond. There's a something or other. Crystal.
Right, that was in
so
the
you're
look
going to have
message.
to, at some point, figure out how to get the crystal off.
A magnificent clear
Off the
crystal is
hills.
embedded within its hilt. So there's an actual
Yes.
Okay, so we have to very
I'm not
carefully,
sure. Maybe.
very
Maybe.
carefully, very gently.
Did I think of that? Oh,
You have no
I
reason
did
to.
think of that. I am impressed with myself.
Lovely. Well, off we scoot back to town. I don't know. I think I actually went too far north, but
Yeah, that's
we'll see.
into the forest. You gotta go there. No, don't go yet. You'll get very lost.
Oh, you didn't put
I'm
a.
actually very,
Did you put a
I'm
fucking
actually
endless
very
maze?
impressed with the atmosphere in some scenes. It's very nice.
I love it.
If you're gonna go in there,
Oh,
be very
yes!
careful.
The entrance starts radiating.
Be careful. Save.
I thought I was just gonna get the Easter egg of the bat thing, the Batmobile.
Yeah, no. I don't remember if we did that. I don't think
It
we
was on
did.
Sierra Chest.
I don't think
Sierra
we
Chest
did.
says it's there. I think it's an RNG thing. You just have to enter the screen a number of times.
You can try and walk in. You might as well.
All right,
Go and try and walk in.
we'll die.
There you
Wow,
go.
that is lovely.
You saw black.
Yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that.
Did not slow.
You and your
You sick
fucking
puppy.
rhymes. So much rhyming. All right.
Put a lot of effort into that rhyming. You just can it.
Okay, so brief question. Did you,
Yeah.
in fact, put an endless maze into this game?
It wasn't endless if you knew how to get through it.
So it's like the desert maze from King's Quest V and King's Quest VII.
Well, I would have said it's like the maze from Larry 3.
Also that, yes, but King's Quest, the King's Quest series. Now that I'm an expert on it, one thing I've noticed is that
Are you? Very good.
Now I've actually played the fucking thing, so some things stick in my mind. You know,
Are you an expert, Graham?
you know what?
Let
You
me
know,
test your knowledge, Graham.
emotional trauma seems to fester more than positives. So there are things from my childhood that I've forgotten, but I will always remember
Well,
the stupid
let's
fucking owl.
discuss this. Let's discuss this now. Yes.
I'm gonna have a drink first. Oh, lovely. Yes. All right. So being an expert on this now. What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh yeah, mazes. Yeah, King's Quest has a thing with endless mazes. Like like King's Quest 3, you go into the desert, and if you go too far west, it just goes fuck you. You're now lost forever.
I was very and King Quest, the original King Quest 2 was very much like that as well. Like it just loops.
Would you be interested
Yes.
in
And that's-
Pearl?
What a ripper.
Whoa, Ripper!
Yeah, there you go. His cons dropped.
Yes.
Trouble.
As the merchant hands you a beautiful shell cone, you wonder about his sudden change in
He
speech.
just sprang the hardest merchant.
Ozzy! Oi, oi, oi!
Mistaken, I fear you are.
Yes, I'm just a racial stereotype. Don't worry about me.
Could have
So that's the reason why he has this Yoda-style speech, because it's all bullshit.
never mind.
I like how you gave Graham a lot more dialogue than he's ever had, really. Like he's an actual character in this game.
And bless Josh Mandel, he did this all for nothing.
Yes. Oh, Josh is a trooper, an absolute trooper. He's
He's a lovely man.
he reprised Graham twice for my idiocy, and has done a wonderful job both times. The maze is random, but if you go through too many screens without knowing where you go, you simply exist. Simply exit.
yeah,
All right, good. Typo. Thank you,
Yeah.
Eon Star.
So it doesn't kill you or anything.
Right.
But you need to know that. You need to know the thing.
So it's more of a
I think
Monkey Island
for
2.
some reason, I can remember the original, the Leisure Suit Larry 3 maze
Yeah.
path. Like, never eat nectarines or something. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah.
Monkey Island 2 has the jungle maze, which, if you get lost in it, it eventually just spits you out and tells you to start over. Cambridge Wrestling in the YouTube chat says, "Are you the same person that did the Space Quest 2 remake?" Now I know the answer to that, but feel free to answer.
What Space Quest 2 remake?
Exactly.
No, I do know there was one.
That would be. That would be Infamous Quests.
I wrote a Space Quest 2.
Oh no! Oh.
But it never left the page, did it, Troll?
No, it didn't. No, I didn't know what I was walking into when I. Oh God, I did apologize for that, didn't I?
Now, by the way, so the original, like if you kept walking south, you'd end up,
it will
back
move
up
around
to the north screen and all that. Is there something pick upable on the screen there?
I was supposed to find his fucking trident somewhere on the beach. At least that's
no.
That's
the original.
Oh,
That's the original. I thought. Okay, restore. If you come back, she'll be there. Anyway, show her the bloody comb. I came up with the shell comb idea.
The shell comb in your hand. Clear recognition.
I don't know if that's a thing, but I made it up, so it's a thing. Okay.
Right, cool.
It's been a thing. It's been a thing for 19 years. So it's a thing.
So anyway, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, for a long ass time ago, in 97, 98 or something, Dan and I had this weird idea that we would write novelizations for all 6 Space Quest games. And I wrote the first game, Daniel did the second one, and I started on 3 and 5, and Daniel would then do 4 and 6. The problem was that while Daniel did finish his Space Quest 2 novelization, it never saw the light of day because, for some reason, Daniel didn't keep a backup, and I lost it. So it just disappeared into thin air. And it was really good. I read it. It was good. It was really, really good. But
I do have about quite a collection of old hard drives from all the computers I've had that might be on that. Who knows?
Did she just do a Coming to America, the royal penis is clean, your highness thing, or did she just dive underwater? All right, she just dove underwater. If it's on an old hard drive of yours, here's my next question. Why haven't you, for the last 2 decades, why have you never thought to plug that in and see?
You know what? Honestly, I would prefer to pay to send them to you to have a look than to physically bother plugging them in.
They would use old IDE cables and shit that I can't plug. You know what?
I could not give a shit.
Oh, there's the seahorse. I was wondering when he showed up.
The old seahorse.
Lovely. So now we can breathe underwater, and we've made a new friend.
Yeah.
All right. Off we scoot then. Yes,
I think in the original, you have to remind me, Trolls, because you've done this before I have, more recently. You just basically go in the sea, meet King Tride, King Neptune, and that's it. Yes?
Yeah. After a time of traveling through
and I wasn't happy with that, so I did more stuff.
Passing through it.
I actually crashed someone's stream when they were playing this and saw for the briefest amount of, like a minute or so, stuff happening underwater here. Not this bit. Apparently something happens after this, and then I just sort of went off the stream because I didn't want to have it spoiled too much.
This gets a bit arcade-ish.
What you see seated in
I am not overly fond of that. Well, we'll see.
It won't last long, don't worry.
Bart's45 in the Twitch chat says that this is one of the best games ever. Love AGD/Himalaya Studios.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, he's expecting me to do something, and I'm just bobbing around to some sort of...
Oh, talk to the bastard. I don't know.
I should keep it a save game. I should keep a temporary save game. I should actually...
You know how to save games.
Before the king.
How? Did I just headbutt a seahorse?
Just use your imagination.
I bow before the king, got vertigo, and fell off my seahorse.
Have you no concept of the origin of adventure games? It used to be text adventures and text only. You just have to use your imagination.
All right, I'm a bit distracted because when he waved his hands around, it looked like the good old king was a bit nude.
Thank you.
He's not wearing pants, is he?
Of Daventry.
Your courtesy depicts your stature.
Your courtesy depicts your stature.
You explain.
I'm
Do you
gonna
have any complaint about that? You can.
No.
I'm not going to finish that sentence.
I am impressed. I'm gonna try and use that in a try and use that in common conversation.
That is the correct response.
The door of destiny. All right.
Oh, come on.
I will allow
Bloody
this
catchy.
once and
Bloody
only once.
catchy.
Once and only once, because when I played Mask of Eternity, everything was the something of something else, and it just got so fucking weary after a while.
And I'll be honest, I probably had that subconsciously playing, and also there is a scene in this game which connects to the Mask of Eternity. That game. I was really trying hard to connect everything up, join all the dots.
I would be really impressed if you somehow made any fucking sense out of Mask of Eternity, because good lord.
I may have. I'm not sure.
Has been stolen.
A faint mumbling.
So in the text chat, Cambridge Wrestling says, yes, the Space Quest 2 remake you're thinking of is by Infamous Quests. There were two, let's say, big remake fan venture companies or whatever. One was AGDI, they made this game, and the other was Infamous Quests, and they did King's Quest 3 and they did Space Quest 2. Now, just to confuse things,
we did King's Quest 3 as well.
AGDI also did King's Quest 3.
Yeah, but they did a 1-to-1 remake.
Yes, and you changed shit up.
And I changed shit up. That's right. I just went, no, at that point I was going, okay, I'm just going to see if I can do something. It was hard. I will say that. That was a harder game to change, because the central storyline was stronger in the original game. So I found that more challenging.
Yes. And before the stream, we were also talking about Brandon here in the chat told me at one point that King's Quest 3, the AGDI remake, was closer to the original because you apparently faced some minor backlash over the amount of liberties you took with the story in King's Quest 2, which you responded to in a sort of incredulous sort of, this is the first I've heard of it.
Absolutely no idea what you're talking about. If that is true, I didn't hear any of that. There you go.
So you would in fact consider King's Quest 3 to be as wild a reimagining as you could. No one told you to
heard was the sounds of thank you very much, we love you, and would you be our ruler? No, I don't know. No, I haven't heard any of that.
Right.
Of the Sharky's kingdom.
Well, that's good. Because it would honestly confuse me if anyone would be upset at taking a game like King's Quest 2, the original, and actually making a fun, playable, cohesive narrative out of it.
I mean, let's put this in context. When the original came out, there was nothing to compare it to apart from what came out, the original King's Quest.
Yeah.
So it was all very much, they were leaders. Let's remember that.
Right.
That the original King's Quest games were the forefront of adventure gaming. I mean, that's
graphic
fair.
adventure game, surely. Yes. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
At the shark nervously, but it does not seem to be.
Oh, okay, good. Sharky is not hungry.
That's not a sharky. That is just a shark. But yeah, I mean, with the benefit of hindsight, you can look at that and go, okay, it's got this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
How can we tie it all together? So, in a way, I had the easy job of going, okay, how can I reinterpret this?
Fortress, judging by the.
And by the way,
I'm on a timer, aren't I? Oh no, I'm not even on a timer. I'm just dead. And the seahorse just goes, no, I want a piece.
The Sharkies aren't very much. Yeah, exactly. So you need to find a way in that's not...
Right, I'll disguise myself as a shark.
No, but you need to find another way.
Like wear one of those Halloween fins on my back and say, hello, I'm a shark.
So it's that typical, like, you know, explore and find your way in.
Right.
I just can't
Okay,
remember
I'll
how
explore.
But yeah, I mean, look, it's this scene, this whole sequence was so when I was rewriting, it doesn't sound right when I say rewriting, but like when I was reinterpreting,
It is a formidable
I sort of thought of an introduction, a middle cutscene, and a conclusion, and that's all I had in my head. When you see him leave the screen,
oh, he's random, is he?
He's a random element.
All right. Cool. I thought maybe he was like there's a sharky dude.
This was the first major part of the game that I thought, okay, I will see what I can do to expand that part of the game. So the whole game was really designed. This version was redesigned out of order. So I've kind of like, what can I tweak? What can I rearrange? And that kind of thing. So this was one of the earlier ones.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I clicked out of the game too.
Go.
We scoot. Herbie says the guards aren't...
really, doesn't it?
Herbie says the guards aren't set parts of the area, but I think it's random whether or... And there's a dice roll like when you enter the screen, so they might show up and might not. Oh, hello. Leaving.
Get out of it.
Leave.
Yep. And go up, and I can't remember. I think it's maybe to the north. I just do not remember where the entrance is. The secret entrance.
There's something there.
There we go. Well done. Save, Dave.
Saving.
Right.
Touchy.
Lying on the seabed.
Touchy. All right. Oh.
Can you go there?
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't say you're not close enough. We would have had words. All right, so get off the fucking seahorse.
A bit closer. I'm sorry.
You sluggishly attempt to grab some of the small fish in your palm.
All right. Why? Oh, something. All right, I'll bash one of them over the head.
Use that with the luminescent fish.
I don't think it's that hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
I
need a bottle. Oh, Steve says I need a bottle. Okay, so we need to find some.
What? Is there a bottle under the ocean?
You need to get
closer. You're not close enough.
That sounds like something I would do.
This underwater.
All right, I'll scoot around. Find a bottle.
So while you're looking, this is an example of AGS where you could create multiple scenes with the same assets.
Yes. This is a technique that I also used in my Adventure Jam game, where there's a huge labyrinth, and this is the same technique that Al did in Leisure Suit Larry 3.
Can we go through your games and I can commentate on that?
Yes, I would love to. Could you fuck off, please?
Oh, that would be cathartic.
Well, the other part of the puzzle is further east. Thank you. Okay, so this is a huge area, and what I assume is that what Graham is actually doing is he's just exiting and re-entering the same screen over and over, and just different graphical objects are...
Yeah, it's the same as when in Mages, where we're walking through the priestess's palace. If you recall. And there were like pillars and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, you need to get closer in the Oh,
yeah,
King's Quest 4
good.
flashbacks. Oh, we shall have words indeed.
Look, I was trying to maintain a consistency with King's Quest, so that's what I'm going with.
Right. Well, at least it gave you a hint that said get closer before you do anything. Because King's Quest 4, that shit with the bridle. Oh my god! Like you type in "look sand" and it just goes.
In a way, I wish we had done the remake of Redux of King's Quest 4. I wouldn't have changed very much. That game is pretty bloody solid. There's just maybe a few tiny bits.
Wait, hang on.
What?
You remove the cloth from the bottle.
I now have cloth.
Oh, that's going to be helpful later.
Well, hopefully, because it's now in my
What time
inventory.
is it, Trolls? What time is it, Trolls, by the way?
It is
You
10 to
place the
3.
bottle on the seabed, close to the luminescent.
So we have about an hour to go.
Okay. We'll try and work out another time.
In an empty bottle.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get through the whole game like this. But
Oh, no.
Having great fun. I stuffed that up, didn't I?
Oh, we are in the first. We are well within the first quest part of it.
Yeah, there are 2 other
Fish
quests
don't seem
interested in an
I
empty
mean, I'll be
bottle.
honest. Like Mages really followed, and I did this very deliberately. I followed the same pattern as this
It
game.
is a limit.
Like I had like 3 quests, 3 main parts, with a 4th section on the end. So like you had like with Mages, you had like his 3 trials, and then
It is a
it
large
ended up with a 4th section
Yeah.
where he had to. So like Graham here has to go through 3 sections of 3 themes, if you like, water.
Oh, you themed them as well.
what was
The
it?
original was just like, we don't fucking know. Just anything.
Water, air, and death, or whatever, land.
You
or
have
whatever
a
it is.
thing with the elements, don't you?
I really do. I really love. Fantasy wise, I really think it's a lovely theme.
Well, it's
Because of course, you go back far enough in our own history, then that's our understanding of science.
yeah. The 4 elements were sort of like a proto-religion kind of thing, because these are the things that we can
Or
observe.
proto science, really.
Also that. Well, both. Yeah,
Yeah,
interestingly, both. Because we can
You know,
literally observe
like
them,
the
but
idea.
we don't understand them.
The idea that within the wood, fire.
Oh,
was,
you son of a
was-
bitch!
Oh, bugger.
I thought I could scoot past him. Clearly
Yeah,
couldn't.
nah. Yeah, like within wood there was fire contained, so you had to bring the fire out of the wood and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Why? Okay, so here's my question. This puzzle, obviously, I need to find something.
I
glowing.
don't remember anything regarding puzzles. So
Cool.
you're gonna have to refer to Brandon or Erpy or
Go
anyone
southwest.
who has any recollection, who
After-
hasn't had 3 children, and can remember stuff.
Southwest after getting the glowing fish. See, my question is, this puzzle seems to, maybe I'm just not getting it, but it's not giving me any reason to capture the glowing fish for any other reason than they're there. I don't
Yep,
see how.
that's at that time. The only defense I have is that at that time, that was pretty much the philosophy of an adventure game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you just explored, and you picked up crap, and you tried to figure out how you would use that crap.
Oh, Brandon says if you'd explored the whole area, you would have found the reason. Oh, I thought I did. Southwest. Right. He says, I haven't been southwest yet. I thought I did go all the way southwest. I suppose I
Brandon,
didn't.
you are marvelous.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That timer is
You are going to die.
all shades of bullshit.
approach wasn't.
Right.
I
Try
know
this
I know
again.
for a fact, Trolls, that you like carnage, so you don't have a problem with that.
No. Clearly, I'm loving the extra gore that got put into this game.
Little pixelated blood. I know.
Lovely, chunky blood.
Yes.
Hey, yesterday was it yesterday or the day before? Someone on my Discord showed me. That was Sam actually. Sam showed me
what's that?
a death in Space Quest 3 that I hadn't seen before. Was there something there?
Oh, keep going.
Oh, keep going.
Keep going.
All right, cool. I just thought maybe you'd like me to pet the fish or something.
I don't remember this at all. But like we did release this in 2002 and I haven't played it since.
Well,
Right.
there's a dead end, so
this-
obviously something interesting is going
I
to
have
happen
a
here.
feeling we reused that dead end later. I have
Oh.
a funny feeling. Oh, Oh,
The wall is an illusion.
Easily pass through it into a series of
Okay.
caves. It's pitch black in
Pitch
here.
black. You will need some sort of light source before you're able to proceed.
there you go.
Cool. And I just
I'm not sure if
teleported.
that was in. I'm not sure if that was an entirely fair puzzle, but anyway, we'll move on.
Right. So get glowing plant and put it in. I thought I was capturing fish. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll get plant. Put in bottle. Lure bugs.
I know now you have a reason.
Right. Oh, fuck off. Oh, for fucking.
Oh, you like getting skewered, don't you?
It's my favorite pastime.
Approach what
Yes.
But okay, can I actually get
I
the
think,
plant
I think
without?
I think someone is not keeping a map.
You lean over and pick
Oh, I
some
could just pick them up. Oh, fuck off. All
What?
right,
How
fine.
did you do that?
I just picked them up.
How in goodness name did you do that?
I just picked them up.
You stuff
And then I put that into the bottle, and then I stick the bottle on the ocean floor,
place
and then I piss off, and then a couple of these bugs will crawl into it, and now I suddenly have light. Woohoo. Yeah, okay. I understand the puzzle now.
the glowing fish.
Do you know what? Honestly,
You take
that sounds like a Chris puzzle. Anyway, I'll move on.
You know what? No. I was giving you a hard time earlier about how the game seemed to be ahead of me. No, but Brandon was absolutely right. It was because I hadn't explored fully. The area seems very. Fuck off. Fuck you.
Get out.
That fucking timer. I will. That timer's
It reminds you of the sequel Police in Space Quest 4, doesn't
Oh
it?
fucking hell. Yeah, it's that is brutal.
I mean, when you're trying to make a retrospective game that feels like a game that came from the 80s or 90s, and that's what you're going to go for.
Well, certainly the constant sense of dread of always being in some sort of mortal danger is you've kept that alive. Okay, so this is the loom portion of the game.
No,
I see.
I'm actually pretty. I remain pretty positive about this game. I'm actually pretty happy with the way it turned out.
Oh, I'm not complaining. One of the things that I actually really admired about 180-degree rule. One of the things I really admire about, especially the first two King's Quest games, was the sense of exploration was really key to that. And I know because Roberta was inspired by the Colossal Caves, and not Colossal Caves, the Cave Adventure, the one that was just called Adventure, and exploration is really key to that. Oh, hello, giant shell.
Large opaque shells.
Which of course fills me with a lot of dread, because whenever I see an open wasteland or an open area to explore and seemingly no reason to venture forth without being armed to the teeth.
God's sake, save.
Okay, I am immediately filled with dread.
And then continue what you were saying.
I'm just gonna knock on the door, see what happens.
Budge the shell.
We'll use my sword. I will open this thing with my
And
sword.
this was an example of I wanted him to have a sword, and I wanted him to bloody use it.
And pull with all your might. It is difficult handling your weapon underwater, and you realize that combat will not be an option. So
Game just
Correct.
going.
you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so let's help. That doesn't
It's funny.
happen.
I can hear myself from the past. It's quite funny.
Anyway, we're feeling a bit peckish, so how about we stab a seahorse?
Seahorse does not
Okay, fine. Okay, you stay guard out here, Mr. Horse.
I tried to anticipate things.
Okay.
Oh no, the seahorse has followed you.
Oh, you little shit.
You are safely concealed behind the remnants of a stone archway. This is fortunate.
Can we talk briefly about the Sharkies?
Aside from his menacing
What would you like to talk about, Trolls?
Why are they called the Sharkies?
Understand it. It should work for me.
Okay, hang on. Wait, let them talk, and then I'll talk.
We're gonna.
By
All right.
those of goodwill. Well, is it not?
Oh, who's a good fish?
Blades nod fervently.
And do I not possess possess the greatest will in this kingdom.
God, his mouth
yes,
is lovely and disgusting.
My resolve is unshakable. No amount of bleeding can dissuade me from slaughtering my
Oh, he's a poet, isn't he?
Does this
It's one of those
not
battle
signify
poets.
My will is the best there is.
No, you turd.
The Sharky King's aides seem all too willing
All
to
right,
agree.
don't click here if you can't.
Bonk.
You watch carefully as the Sharky King taps 4 shells in order around.
Oh no, you have to fucking look. Oh, top. Well, more
yeah,
top.
watch the carefully.
Yeah, okay, I think I got it. Oh, you rat bastard. I hate that.
Another reason to save your game.
Yeah. Oh. King's Quest 7 did the same to me, except that one was just like 4 frames of animation of someone pulling a bunch of levers, and he was like, can I go back and check? No, you get 1 save game, fucko.
Dragon's power. That old fool Neptune and his weakling followers will fall before our might. Goodwill. Ha! Mine is superior to all.
He's a bit of a shit, isn't he?
As he leaves, the Sharky King motions for his guards to remain.
Yeah, this'll be fun.
Save, maybe under something else. Yeah, there we go. Now, you asked me why Sharky. So, Harpy, I always thought was a bloody stupid name. So I thought if mythology can get away with Harpy, I can get away with Sharky. And that was it.
You realize it's a bit of a... It sounds a bit like a children's book, like, here, Sharky, Sharky. I'm just gonna get killed. I'm gonna see what happens if I get killed.
Harpy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, okay, fine, but... Okay, they didn't kill me, so...
Call that whatever you want to call them. You call them that, okay? That's
You
fine.
could have called them Teething McBitey Bites.
The remains of human.
Yes, human bones. Lots of human bones. Hey, seahorse.
I'm having trouble remembering what you need to do.
I'm just gonna
Horse
charge
whisperer?
ahead. I'm just gonna...
Seahorse whisperer.
I am a seahorse whisperer.
Oh
I got it.
dear, this is not going to end well.
Oh,
This
it
is
will
not
end.
gonna
The guards have
well.
noticed you. The guards have noticed you brandishing a fucking
Goodbye.
sword. Oh, that was it?
That is lacking. You were easy prey for the Sharkies.
Or the
Perhaps
Teeth and McTeeth face.
discretion is the better part of raiding a treasury.
Right. It's a stealthy thing. Do I distract them somehow? I toss a rock or something. Oh, it's the puzzle from Space Quest 6. You throw 1 lemon in one guy's face, and then a lemon in the other guy's face, and then eventually they beat themselves up.
Anyone
Actually, I'm
in the
gonna try
chat want to help here? Because I'm
Not having anything of
I'll be fine. I haven't even tried doing anything yet. I'm just having a look around the scene. Let's see if I can actually solve a puzzle.
I do remember.
Yeah?
Interact with your seahorse.
Do I pet my horse? All right, I'll pet
Yeah.
my horse. Slap the seahorse ass, says Mark in the chat.
and slap him hard on the back.
Ah, could you just scoot on ahead and cause a massive distraction, perhaps get killed?
Now that's Daniel Stacey logic.
Guards are momentarily distracted.
Right.
Right. Temporary save game, ho, and could you distract some more, please?
They're fine. They're fine.
They're okay. So we do this thing now. Hang on. In the chat, John Nepper in the YouTube chat says, "Tell Daniel Stacey, the writer, I love what she did with the game." So there you go.
Well, let me just get a quick gender reassignment. Darling, that's very kind.
I forgot the sequence already. I think it was this. I did it.
You're
I didn't
dead.
do it.
This sort of thing. It's
You can skip it. Yeah, all right. But I want to solve it. I want to see. Okay, so on this screen, I noticed he hit that one, and he hit that one. Oh,
Something like that.
it was the second to last from the bottom. Okay, so it's that one.
guards have noticed you.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, you're
Who
dead.
cares?
A window of opportunity.
That's fine.
And you're Frigged it.
All right, so I think I got it.
Hey, at least you're caught in a suspenseful section of the game.
I'm having so much fun. Oh,
Good,
the
good.
chat just spoiled it. Okay, cool. Fine. Never mind. Go like this.
Good.
There you go.
It's that old school adventuring. You need to pay attention.
Yeah, but
And there's the trident. And there's the trident.
And I shall have the trident.
Without
And I shall
delay.
carefully shove it up my ass and swim away with it.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
It appears as if the guards are losing interest in the seahorse. You'd better get out of here quickly.
Why is the seahorse okay with this? Or is it?
It is not okay with this. It will be resigning its
The
position
seahorse has
soon.
followed you all the way.
Okay, hang on.
Right,
hang
you
on.
better get on top of that seahorse.
Escapey, timey,
Yeah, that's it.
sharky. On the seahorsey.
Right, you come up with a better name.
I did already! Teethy McFuckface.
Your seahorse glides onward.
Again, you're very glad you can't see me.
Glancing nervously over your shoulder every so often to check for pursuing sentries. But it is
Bob,
only short
oh,
lived.
you rat bastard. Short arcade
All
sequence.
right,
Do
here
you wish
comes,
to play
here
through?
comes the arcade sequence.
Absolutely. Whee!
So you got to give us credit for allowing you to skip it.
Oh, yeah, yes, I do.
Don't
And-
hit the rocks.
Oh, because I thought this was going by Battletoads rules, where it would actually show me what path to take and not what path to
Don't
not take.
that path.
So
yes.
I went straight into a rock.
Yes. You'll be
Props
fine.
for
You'll
doing
be
this.
Fine now. You know what to do.
Right. Props for doing this in the AGS engine, by the way, and it is very merciful for a reverse skimmer sequence, which is exactly what the
I don't
chat
know
just
if you're
called it.
listening, Chris, but give yourself a pat on the back, mate.
Yes. And then shove a trident up your ass. No, King Graham will take care of that.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Nah,
No.
Chris, he's a lovely man, I'm sure. I've never actually talked to him.
I've talked to him many times.
Did you, in fact, insert cutlery into his rectum? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh.
No, I can't. Oh, well, now
Bugger.
you were thinking of rectums, and then you hit a rock. So
Yes.
let that be a warning to you.
I think I just barely made it out. Cool.
Yeah, I think it did.
As you emerge, you realize you have only seconds before the guards come out after you. And even if you could outrun them, you're sure the commotion would attract the sentry's attention. Then
Okay,
you'd be
we're
in
still
real
on the
trouble.
clock. I get it.
Suddenly, you hear a strange voice. in
I
your
did
head.
not expect that. Hello. So apparently Graham's schizophrenia's kicked in. Oh shit, I'm in control again.
Run!
I did. He was too slow.
You didn't.
I
You were too
clicked-
slow.
You
Get.
had the means to protect yourself.
Oh, fuck off, Mr.
Oh
Narrator.
my goodness gracious!
I'm
man.
skipping the arcade sequence this
How
time.
much time do you need to get away?
Well, that's- I got out of the cave. The game told me, all right, you're in deep shit. And then it goes, but no, wait, you hear a voice. So I just went, okay, fine, there's a cutscene.
That's not my fault though. I didn't know how much time you would get given.
No, I'm fine. So, we shall indeed fuck off very, very quickly.
As you emerge,
Yes.
suddenly you hear.
Run.
He of noble and goodwill, Ryan tried to endow me will, because that doesn't rhyme. I clicked. I fucking clicked. Boy, that timer is...
You had the means to protect
Oh,
That's not my fault.
Oh, hang on.
That's not my fault.
Oh,
As I'm not
supposed to run.
Han Solo said in Empire Strikes Back, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
That's but yeah, that's what you get for skipping death sequences, says Irby. Yeah, I do you wish to play through? No. See, it says protect something. I'll stab them with the fucking trident.
for the exit.
I think the only thing you lose here is points, game points.
Who cares? I already missed all the points because I went up to the rock before reading
so
about
get
it.
really ready to go. Go, 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 go. Click, 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 click.
I'm go,
Click.
click, clicky.
Click. Click.
Boom.
Click.
Come on.
Click.
Come on, you fuckers.
Ah. Good job.
Did not expect
forgot about
that to happen. But, okay, I thought he was just gonna stab a bitch. Screen shake.
I forgot my own thought processes.
I love how even the narrator's going, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, and the narrator, what is it? 19 years later is saying, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah. And now he's,
I love
the
it.
chat
I love
says,
it. I love it.
use the trident on
Cool.
any Sharky
So
McShark
go
faces
take
you
that
run
back. Go back. Take that back to King Neptune.
Fuck you! I wanted that.
Or just get ripped apart.
I will do that then.
You had the means to protect
Yeah,
yourself.
right. Now he's just sounding like, yes, Dad, shut up. Right, back to King Old Neptune. Wherever the hell he went off to. I think he's up here somewhere. No, well, I didn't know it was that far south. Okay, cool.
You're right.
We'll be fine. Praise be for the lighting effects and the the bubbles and all these
Very nice, isn't it?
scenery thing. Oh, I will have you. God, that timer.
I have a feeling that trident actually protects you
It does.
You
It
had the
does.
means to protect
from the Sharkies.
Well, I have to click it on them.
I've got a feeling it does.
Yes.
I think he can zap them or something.
The death message really is pointing to that opportunity.
Yeah. I seem to recall that.
I'm just gonna save scum this. I'm save scumming your game. Dum da dum da dum da dum. Maybe I can avoid them. No. Fine. I will zap your ass.
There we go.
I turned him into a
Well
tiny fish.
done. Well
Tiny
done.
fish. Oh, here's the shipwreck. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a what do you call it? One of those bots in the chat, spreading love and misfortune. I don't know where he's off to.
I can't remember where Neptune's entrance is.
I think we were shown at one point. I'm just gonna swim around in circles then. To the east, says the chat. You were
Well,
just
that's
there. Was I? Is it
Down.
near the shipwreck? Oh, it's down.
I mean, I don't know, because you're already up.
You were just right there. It's the chat says right there, east. There's like nothing there.
Really?
There's nothing here.
Are you sure?
That's solid wall. That is. Oh, there.
That looks like they're sure. But anyway, okay, whatever.
Trident guides you back to
No, the
Neptune's
chat
realm.
guides me back to Neptune's realm.
Whatever.
I need chat moderators, by the way. I need someone to tell those bots to piss off. I know I have one chat moderator, but he's not with us today.
I can't see them, so I don't know how
That's fine.
disruptive they are.
There's just one. There's one bot in it, and he like
He
posts
smiles
stupid
and
links.
graciously accepts his trident from
Hello.
Then he calls everyone to
Yeah,
attention.
you might want to give that a wash before you use it for anything. It's been places.
Honor King Graham's success.
It's funny reading this stuff. It's like reading something from a different person.
The celebration lasts for some
You
time.
eat, drink, and I have questions already. How?
After a few
How do you
hours, the
drink
festivities
underwater?
wind down.
I mean, eat.
You're
Okay, sure.
overthinking.
But
You're overthinking.
no.
You haven't had enough to drink, Truth.
I'm out.
In terms of nature, represent the 3 stages.
Oh, those are some lovely green tits. I am in awe. Also his... I know it's his beard, but it just looks like his face is parallel to his shoulders.
For air sustains
I love it.
life and permits it to grow.
Yes, something. You can eat underwater because of the mermaid's kiss. Word of God, says Erpy. Word of God? I thought it was just like a... Actually, that's in the longest journey as well. They give you like a pearl that you just swallow or something, and then you can breathe and poop underwater.
Air is not exactly my element.
Ha ha! Tish. Oh, even the narrator just went, you didn't.
Third is the death gem.
That's not an element.
Completion of life.
Yes, but the 3 gems have been named after elements, but they've all been named after the cycles of life. So life, birth, life, death.
Right, so what part of that is air? Wait,
so what you've had is, so the idea was that water gem was about birth, because if you look far enough into our history, we are of the water.
And also you swim around
we've come from the water.
Right.
And life, we are of the land and the air, and death, that's the final stage. We are of the earth and that stuff.
So life is
air. That was my thinking.
Right. I enjoy this. There are, however, 4 elements, so one of them is left out, right?
The underwater kingdom and head back towards the sea.
Yes, and in Mages, I interact. I
just had. Additionally, you have.
I address that. So like the first part of that story is like the water part, and the second part is what is the second? Do you remember?
I think it's a song and dance number.
Pardon?
I think it's a song and dance number. I don't know. But anyway,
you walk into position.
I'm about to mount a baby bird.
The small bird is quicker. It darts.
Why do I need the bird?
So in Mages, it was about the air. Little fletcherings and all that kind of stuff. So and the third was about the earth. And the final part was about fire.
Right.
Because the antagonist was a fire mage.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
I've already played it.
Yeah. And so in this game, it was about the first quest being about water, and the second quest being about air, and the third thing about earth, I guess.
Yeah.
And the fourth one was really about, I guess it sort of deviates from that. Because I sort of like shift back into the original structure of the first game.
Well, I am enjoying what I'm doing. Irby in the chat says we have to go back to the pier where we started if we want to catch the bird. Now, I don't know why I would want to catch the bird, but I've nothing else to do, so I'm going to do that.
And I'm going to disappear for 2 minutes, and I shall be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh. I am on my own, and I shall explore. Horrible stuff shall befall me. Oh, hey, stuff.
Length of rope.
I forgot to pick up the rope. I didn't need the rope. After each quest, I can read new books in the library. Probably for hints.
The crates do not.
It's this.
Has been caught.
You
can't reach the.
Yes. I will have you.
Your sword is long enough to reach the net.
Really? Do I have to swim out there to get it? Okay, fine. Into the drink you go.
You cannot fathom what you might do with the sea.
Oh, come on. I can breathe underwater now. You rat bastard. Okay, I'll walk into the sea. I'll walk. This is one of those things where I hang on to the pier or something. No, I'm just gonna walk off. I am going to walk off. I can swim, I can dream, I can dance.
You untangle the net from the pylon and take it with you.
As a brass band suddenly plays a fanfare in my head. Oh, cheers for the hints, by the way. So, savey gamey and off to catchy ducky ducky. Or whatever. For reasons I'm sure will become crystal clear to me sometime in the future. I'm going the wrong way. I think it's over here. I have no sense of direction at all. Who cares? Maybe we'll stumble on something interesting. Ah, yes, the glorious earmuffs. I have not lost them. They shall remain a part of me forever and ever. The pond was north of Grandma's house. Thank you. Thank you. And off I shall scoot. Again, not really sure what it's for, but since we just had the talk about the different elements being... This looks interesting.
There is an enormous rock mound nearby.
Smaller stones.
6 spherical stones.
Hello. Can I mess with you?
You try to lift the stone.
Okay, I'll come back to you. In fact, I'll save my game here. Also, there's something up here that I don't think I've seen before. Anyway, something elements and blah-de-blah.
A tree, now not much.
Oh, hello.
A log lies on the ground. A tree, now not much more than...
Right, a woodcutter, okay.
You look under the log, but find nothing. It was a good idea, though.
Try talking to the standing log.
It's a forest stump.
I'm just gonna stop you right there. Talk to the log.
King's Log, year 1676 AL.
Oh no.
Searching for the beautiful woman locked in a quartz tower.
Oh no.
It is a dangerous situation. Enemies abound. The challenges are many. I find resolve in the knowledge that my cause is just. I shall prevail. End log.
Oh god. Right, moving on before I have an aneurysm.
King's Log, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that. We were gonna have to have words at some point. No, actually, no. That was fun. Yeah, of course Daniel was absent.
Very long delayed words, I think.
It actually does feel like something, you know, you'd put into a game at like 4 a.m. You just go, it needs a click event and random messages suck, so... Right. While you were away, I got a net.
How much of this would not be a 4 a.m. attempt? I mean, really.
Yeah, how many people are going to try and talk into the log, says the chat. And
you throw the net over the pond.
Why would I capture a baby... Oh, it's not that ugly.
It is a baby bird, and not a terribly pretty one at that.
I'm going to swath you in some cloth.
There's no need to use the cloth on the baby bird.
Charles, I'm assuming that as a Dane, you're familiar with the story of the ugly duckling.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Oh, very good.
But it's not that ugly. It's a very pretty little bird, and I feel we should not shame the bird.
It's highly pixelated.
It's a highly pixelated, ugly, shitty-looking bird.
You don't want to hurt the little bird.
Now, why would you assume I want to hurt the bird if I click the hand? Maybe I want to pet it.
Because that's the way the author thinks.
The author seems to think very little of his audience. Nah, I absolutely wanted to slap it, so you were very right in telling me not to. Also, I found some interesting rock formations while you were away.
Go on.
Which I were unable to do anything constructive with, but Let's see, were they up here? Arranged in a circular pattern, like a half circle. Oh, I think they're over the other way. No, wait, they're up here. Anyway, something. I couldn't move the lower rocks, and we'll just have a look and see if I can ever find them again. No. I'm not drawing a map. Shut up.
I do really love that church thing.
It looks stunning. It is west from where you were. Oh, west, you see.
Go west. Life is peaceful there. Oh God, I can't sing. I took a day off today to rest my voice. My voice is crap.
You have a lovely voice.
Yesterday I took a day off. I mean.
Oh, is it like past midnight?
Hey.
Is it past midnight where you are?
No.
I'm just checking.
I'll tell you, it is 10:57.
Oh, okay. Well, it's late evening, but not terrifyingly late.
No.
It's Daniel and I are so far removed time zone wise that the fact that we're actually having this conversation right now is frankly a miracle.
We've worked out how to do this decades ago, haven't we?
Yes. Okay. Here we go. I could sort of tell the chat was getting a little impatient with me. You should have seen me when I played the original games, especially 1 and 2. I was just walking around in circles, and luckily, very few people were around to watch me play those. Okay, so someone in the chat suggested sword.
There's no.
I have a feeling one of those stones is not real.
You tried.
I am tickling a rock monster's testicles, aren't I?
You tried.
I will try all the stones.
You try to.
Well, there's a different animation for each of them, so one of them has to.
You try to lift.
Try one of the gems that you've got.
Oh, hello.
Evil enchanter.
Do not get put. Now, he was a random encounter in the original.
Yes.
But I have expanded his role, obviously.
Good, because he made no goddamn sense in the original.
Correct.
What I really should do, though...
idea. Like, I had all these random ideas from the original game.
You know what I should do?
Because how do I make them all fit together?
I'm just going to hang around and wait for him to show up, because I just realized I might need footage of him having his way with me for the video that I'm doing.
Just do it. Can you try using one of the gem? I just don't know why, but
throwing that away would be like discarding one of the 3 treasures of Daventry.
Yeah, so let's do that.
King's Quest 1 reference.
Yes.
Good boy, Dan.
Brandishing your sword might make you appear.
No.
Try it on the rocks. Try the sword on the rocks.
The chat says wrong gem.
Ah.
There's no.
All right. Anyway, this timer is very generous. I have a feeling it was programmed by someone else.
or no, the wizard is random.
Is he?
He's random because he was random in the original. So we kept that.
Well, he showed up after I'd fondled all of his stones. Oh, that's one thing I should probably ask you before
most people do, Trolls.
Why did you rename the subtitle from the original "Oh So Hilarious Pun"?
So the original was Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Throne.
No, Romancing the Throne.
And you renamed it to Romancing the Stones, which is...
So, the movie that came out was Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
Romancing the Stones.
Chanting encounter.
Romancing the Stone, singular.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I'll just go halfway in Romancing the Stones. So it was a reference and also an indication that we weren't doing the same game.
Because it's apparently also a jeweler's term. Wherein...
Oh, please do tell. What?
Because I looked it up when I did my King's Quest 2 video. I looked up where the phrase romancing the stone comes from. And it's a jeweler's term.
Yes.
That's what a jeweler does to like prepare gemstones for jewelry. They sort of molest the stones into fancy shapes, and then stuff happens.
Well,
so I thought you were referencing that.
I think we've all learned something today.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic if you already knew that. You did. You already knew that.
It was an Australian comedy show, and there've been numerous Australian comedy shows, but one would have an irrelevant or irreverent commentary on something, and then conclude with, "Well, I think we've all learned." No, what was the line?
Every day's a school day.
There's something in that for everyone.
Missed opportunity, by the way, to have the music of Swan Lake play briefly as the birds took off.
La, 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 la. Tom Lewandowski is very good at referencing things. Oh yes, please do save this. Okay.
Already saved my.
Watch it.
Oh, sorry.
This is very
Anyway, be careful.
King's Quest 7.
You're spoiling the good soil by standing so close.
Up yours, that's not a real game.
You glance at the smaller pumpkins. These must be her children.
Hello.
Count 7.
Yeah, well, I had 8. Then
Gee, where was the other pumpkin?
Yeah, it was back in town.
Know a bit about plants.
Is this you as well?
Anyway,
or is this someone putting on a fake Aussie accent?
It was not me. So, if it was a fake Aussie accent, it would be me.
Or is it a fake Cockney accent, actually? I can't tell.
We don't deserve any respect.
I am sure that is true.
Okay, fine. We're off to find her.
You can keep talking to her if you want.
Me for asking, but
how did you come by the ability to talk?
With a question like that, I might ask you the same.
Yeah, it's not an Aussie accent. It's more of a pepper pot lady from Monty Python.
Chris.
Precious possessions.
Hagatha?
Yeah, she's the old bat who lives in that cave to the west. You know her type, Greenwart's Point.
You know her type. Greenwart's Point is cannibalistic, doesn't put her trash out. Just your stereotypical even old crown.
Hang on,
I could have done that.
He went from Monty Python pepper pot to old Jewish lady from Brooklyn. How did he do that?
I have my doubts about Hagatha's.
Also, I preferred your voice. It was like a cross between. No, it actually sounded a bit like Gilbert Gottfried inhaling a balloon full of helium.
It's Chris. I know it's Chris doing that.
All useless in my opinion.
Why does he change accents in the middle of it?
Oh, but what would I know?
Hello.
The mother pumpkin looks
Right. I'll smash the pumpkin. Yeah, use the hammer on the pumpkin.
So this is sort of my the King's Quest 5 influence. Like I'm trying to like feed into that.
Weren't the whole business with like anthropomorphic vegetables and animals and shit, wasn't that more of a King's Quest 7 thing? I'm not here to tell you how you made your game.
In King's Quest 5 you had the Weeping Willow.
Right, but she was an enchanted bitch who and I say this because she was in fact extraordinarily ungrateful when I finally turned her back. It's not a term I use lightly.
Inspiration, and it bled through to mages as well. Oh, by the way, you can fix the haystack. when you're done. Not now.
Does
but,
it involve
well,
lemons?
you can do it now if you want to.
I don't. I
Because he wanted a handkerchief because he had a cold.
Oh, I thought.
And you've got that item now.
Yes, I do. Oh, so you've repurposed an item from the original. The cloth is used to cover up.
Oh,
the
that's
bird.
that's what it was about. It was about trying to repurpose original items and going, okay, how else can we use these?
Clever.
Yes.
Yeah, Kaleside in the chat says King's Quest 6 had tons of talking plants and things on the Isle of. It was called the Isle of Wonder. Now that part of King's Quest 6 can fuck right off. God, I hated it so much.
I really have got to give King's Quest 6 a lot of credit because about 40% of that game is entirely missable.
Yes.
And it's all to do with an item you find on the beach in the first screen.
Yes, the ring.
No, not the ring. It's something else. I can't remember.
Oh, right, the ring. You actually need the ring because you need to identify. You can.
Yeah.
Anyway, I played all of it. I played the short path and I played the long path, and it has something to do with. Oh, actually, it has something to do with befriending. Oh, the coin. Right, 8mark in the chat.
The jester. You have to befriend the jester, and then you end up going to a new isle.
Yes.
The Isle of the Druids.
The Isle of the boiling people alive.
And which alters the entire ending of the story. So I really appreciate that detail.
Oh, the lemon, such bitterness I can't.
Right, I'm just gonna go and.
I'd like you to appreciate, Trolls, that I had to think about all the interactions.
Really, there's a voice for all of them.
All the fucking inventory of clicking on every bloody character.
Really, you wrote specific dialogue for every.
Oh, thanks. Yes.
Oh well, I should have tried other things on the haystack first.
You should have.
You retrieve the partially used cloth from the haystack.
So now I have a cloth full of snot.
A shiny
silver needle. Let's go stab a bitch.
Take the silver needle.
Da-da.
8mark in the chat says King's Quest 6 would be a perfect game if it didn't have unwinnable states and had the clips with logic answers built into the game somewhere. I agree. I would also like to add to that one thing keeping it from absolute perfection is the Minotaur's Labyrinth and the fucking Isle of Wonder. Just nuke the fucking place from orbit. Get rid of it. That is my hot take for the evening.
I don't think there's anything like that impeding your progress in this game.
Like a town full of bouncing.
There is one
pieces.
screen in this town, and you're in it. And I had to fight tooth and nail, to get this screen in.
Really?
So bloody will appreciate it.
I am appreciating it. Appreciating
Thank
the hell
you
of it.
very much.
Because they
I
thought,
felt like if you're going.
Could you recommend another good book?
Off you scoot.
It's a bit like Mages, you get a new text to...
Yeah, and this, I very much appreciate that this is now the hint-giving system instead of the fucking door.
This legend.
And by the way, the hints in the original, when you go and read the inscriptions on the door, are just complete and utter bullshit.
Truth's first king, known to many as Legitimor. Now this goes really back to my to what I would have if we'd done a King's Quest, XXX or whatever, is as much as an enigma of history as is woven into the fabric of legend itself. Though his passing occurred nearly 1,000 years ago, it remains somewhat unclear as to the manner of his death and what it became of the power he wielded.
There's a French champagne by Paul Masson.
Do you want me to speed this up or not?
It's fine. Go ahead, Orson Welles.
Thank you, sir. Historians do know that the Genomor was a very powerful magician, or a wizard, as he might be called nowadays.
Maybe
and he is largely credited with bringing along with his kind magic and civility to Daventry and the surrounding world.
This all went to shit when Edward took the throne.
What are you fucking saying? What?
This all went to shit when Edward took the throne because, my God, he just pissed all over everything.
According to legend, shut up. During your logic, what was arguably the bloodiest war Daventry has ever seen? Sorry, Roberta. Legitimate sought to commit his awesome power to the cosmos.
He got up very high.
It is believed that he. Now, this is me really. Going for a kind of a setup to a final King's Quest game that Graham would ascend. That was the idea.
That is. We should have this chat.
Sought to commit himself his awesome power to the cosmos. It is believed that he blamed himself for the extent of the Grand War, in particular the magic that has been used to exacerbate the death toll. He therefore, actually I use this a lot in mages, he therefore chose to render himself mortal, an action that would prove to be his last.
He gets stabbed 5 minutes after turning himself mortal.
Duh! I say duh.
Yeah.
However, legend would also suggest that his power may be attainable, if only for one were to perceive and understand how it went. This is evidenced by a parchment located just a few centuries ago, dated 30 years after the first king's death. Now, Christ knows where I was going with that, because I can't remember. Let's skip this shit.
Just, a round of applause again for Orson Welles. Enjoying the finest French champagne by Paul Masson. This is actually a really, really interesting setup for a game, and I quite like it. There's a little bit of longest journey going on with the.
Honestly, Charles, I when I was in this point of writing King's Quest 2, I really, really wish I had you by my side, because that would have been really, really awesome.
Unfortunately, that was during the Dark Ages, that decade where we...
the Dark Ages that we shall not speak of.
That we shall not speak of, yes.
We shall not speak of.
No. Oh, God, it goes on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Can I do the green one?
Oh, shit. I've never been so affronted by my own text. Okay, here we go. It's like a past version of myself slapping my future self in the face. I need to cough now. Right.
It's taking a toll.
If seeketh you the power of the Genomor, thou shalt be well appraised. It will not be an easy task, from the path thou shalt be swayed.
That doesn't rhyme.
You're right. My obsession with rhyming is a little tedious.
Appraised and swayed.
For in great Daventry lies the means for which it may be found, belonging to one who rules the land, by one who wears the crown. Quite frankly, I should be paid for this. From this circle nature springs, from royal thoughts thus sown, from the woe betide the unjust thief who claims it for his own.
This is very pretty.
Who died in this great land 'tis known to rest the corpse of Legenomor, whose great mistake, which sealed his fate, he
you just get one.
His magic
and you
aside.
actually rhymed Legenomor. Interesting.
Thanks very much.
I'm impressed.
Up high into the heavens, which forever stretches wide. But the search may be rewarding for the seeker of this power, as his apex soon approaches when cometh the darkest hour. Hark! Spy, sun and moon and planets, as all of them align. The one prepared for the ascension, which was the idea that I had of a future King's Quest game, will surely see the sign. Power thus can then be granted I can't hear what you're saying because I'm
Yeah, it's
talking.
okay.
Power thus can then be granted to just one from this great tool. If one be thee, then thou shalt be the everlasting jewel. I'm going to stop talking now because I can't even make sense of what I'm saying.
That's okay. We're almost done here because I have to go pick up my kid in 10 minutes.
I know.
It's been an absolute blast. And this whole thing, we should like sit down and like brainstorm how to, because I had this idea of how to turn King's Quest VIII into an actual proper game, and building on from that. God damn.
But this last paragraph is a massive hint as to the end of the game.
He sired a number of children who either remain to
The
guarantee the
last king's
continuation.
brother, Morgailen, was also presumed killed in the Grand War. The general was loyal first knight and successor, Granthasor. Now, if you looked at the ship that Graham was sailing on at the beginning of the game, it would tell you that it was the Granthasor.
No way. Well,
yes, shit way.
Fuck. All right, so the last...
I shit you not.
Oh.
So you have, in that document, tells you everything that you need to know to understand what the fuck's going on.
Transported you from your homeland of Daventry.
Look at the friggin' mast.
Has safely transported you from
mast? Where?
Transported you from
What's a
I
mast?
don't friggin' know, but do something other than your eyes.
your vessel? It's too late. Bon voyage. Your vessel has safely.
I don't know.
It's somewhere in there. Restart.
Use your hand on the friggin'
I did. Come on, we'll do it again.
sail.
There's the mast. There's the sail. I did
I
that.
can't remember.
It's too late to change your. It's
The whole ship is just one huge
Look at the
object.
sail. Look at the sail.
I did.
Your vessel has safely transported you from your
I
homeland of
think
Daventry.
they.
Finally
It says in
departed.
the
I
message you.
bloody will wrote it.
Brandon
I
says it
don't
was
know
in the,
where they put it.
the first
But
message you saw
friggin'
said
well,
Grand Theft Auto.
I
Hang on.
friggin' well wrote it.
Hang on. Hang on.
I friggin' well wrote it.
The chat says,
Daventry has
"Oh,
found
your
you by
ship,
the
the Grand
shores of
Theft Auto."
Cornwall.
Okay, fine, fine.
Ah,
Thank you,
see,
chat.
I knew I wrote it.
Thank you, chat.
And will return.
I knew I read it, you bastard. I knew I read it.
Right. Well, we shall have to continue this some other time. I like how it just arrived on the pier.
We'll desist the live stream and whatever.
Yes. So everyone in the chat, thank you so much for coming. Summer wants to ask if you're drunk.
Hey, what would you say?
It's Summer in the chat asks if you're drunk.
Fuck yes, I'm drunk. That's how I deal with these things.
Yes. And this also comes very much in handy in your day job, I'm told. No.
Yeah, it's Friday night. I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna do a Friday night, I'm gonna be drunk.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame you.
Am I still live?
Yes.
Excellent.
Right. So I'm just gonna sign off. Thank you guys so much for coming, and Daniel and I will resume this at some point. I start my new work on Monday, so it'll be interesting. We'll have to.
And if you want to sober me, you need to vote for sober me. Otherwise, I'm gonna appear as I see fit.
Works for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much for coming.
I'm a father of 3 children. And
how the hell do you do that?
That's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm the father of 1 child, and he's a lovely. Oh shit, I have to go. Yeah. So thanks so much for coming, everyone. I'll see you around the Chrono stream.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. I'm so pleased that you noticed that I was not entirely sober. Goodbye.